Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Gaming Nice channel. It's your boy Slasher here. Tonight we're playing Fallout 3, and this is part 17 in this series. We're still on Point Lookout, but we're finishing it up. So without further ado, I bring to you more of that uncut gameplay. Let's go.
It is I, Professor Calvert. Don't bother looking around. I'm in your mind. But aren't you Desmond's faithful little employee? Coming to gum up my work, are we? Well, I have a better idea. How about instead of playing his game, you destroy that nasty little device? Deposit it in the nearby trash compactor, and we will never have to worry about it again. I assure you that the gratitude of Professor Calvert is worth a great deal more than that of a washed-up old limey. You fool! What have you done? You will pay for this! Pay! Found no one betrays me! You understand? You will suffer for this! Fool! Go death! Stay unenlightened! You will coming for you! bastard. He killed my pups, nearly killed me. For what? He doesn't have the body to fucking do it himself, so he tried to blow me up. Me? Well, this ends today. Desmond Lockhart will finally win out. I know where he is. He overplayed his hand this time. You and me are going to walk in there and end this. Well, aren't you a fucking softy? But Calvert is here. He's got a lab under the lighthouse, the little fuck. Right under my nose the whole time. I found it when he boosted his signal to try to get through the jamming. When he sent those tribals to kill my poor pups. He's down there, hiding behind robots and machines, sucking life. Pathetic. He dies now. Now that's more like it. Follow me. You're about to witness the end of an era.
You may want to.
Look what we
It's you. That.
Come on, he's not far. At last, he's just ahead. I'll circle around and distract him. You take him from the front.
Come over here, boy. Let's talk.
At last. There you are, you slippery bastard. At last.
How dare you violate my inner sanctum? I demand that you exterminate Desmond at once. Your sickness is irrelevant. If you require it, I shall reward you. This is a rivalry that has lasted for centuries. You cannot possibly understand with your tiny, meaty brain. Creatures of great power must collide. It is inevitable. Destroy Desmond. Help me to end this, and I will give you a reward beyond your imagination. You must
Let's end this, here and now.
decide.
At last, the world is rid of that sniveling, disgusting, arrogant brain. Think of it. Everything he learned, everything he had, it's all here, and it's all mine. Mine. Moron, you cannot possibly comprehend what this is worth. I've been battling with Calvert for over 200 years, and now at last, I am the victor. And now, 200 years of technology, knowledge, and research that he stole from me. Every time he beat me, it doesn't matter now. You're free to take whatever you find in this disgusting place. What I came for is of no interest to you. Enjoy your spoils. I don't think our paths will ever cross again, and I think we can both thank Christ and say hallelujah for that. Thank you. I'm busy. I'm pulling all the data that I can from Calvert's computers. Everything the little bastard gathered is here. And then, when I'm done, I'll leave this place to sink into the sea. Now that we're rid of Calvert, I'll be heading north to pursue my next rival. There are only a few of us left now. The great game goes on. Sort of a... what's a word you'd understand? Microcosm? Yeah, it's a microcosm for the old world.
Not the best reward, but okay. I mean, alright. Alright, Dan. What the fuck are you doing? The fuck? Why are you attacking me, dude? What the fuck, dude?
Well, if it ain't my... You finding your way around, sweetie? Good thing, sweetie.
Let's see what you got to trade. Welcome to the Duchess Gambit.
Yeah, that sounds like her. Too busy having her adventures to think about family. Like mother, like daughter.
suffering I.
Something troubling you?
Ended. Try the amazing Aqua Cure. Guaranteed to have you feeling better.
Now try and hide from this!
Thing's got all sorts of useful tips. Where to find food, how to deal with radiation, tons of stuff. Survive, thrive, and relive. That's the name of the game. The book is the Wasteland Survival Guide. Pick up your copy today. Thanks for listening, children.
Although we may seem safe for the moment, it is fleeting.
don't like the look of this place. I don't like the smell. It gives me the creeps. Don't want to risk a shot at the crows till I know what's in there. Sneaking in tonight.
Game's over! A nice day. Do not interfere with security operations.
What? I need to... Help!
You have something to say? Careful.
Thank you. Who...
Something. Yes, by all means, let's.
Sharp knife. Sharp knife to send him to Deep Temple. Flay and say my words. Abdul comes again on the feast of the weaker. Feast for the Deep Temple. Born again. Here. Al-Hazared. Yes. Yes. God help me. I found Dad today. I didn't think it was him, but... face. The zombies didn't touch him. I think he was becoming like them. Didn't know it was him until I found that old book near him. No more killing. I just need to go. Can't forget the book. All I have left of him. It's warm against the stone. I'll just rest a while.
Come out, wherever you are.
Outsider, you have arrived. Please, come closer. I have something of the utmost urgency to speak to you about. Do hurry. He doesn't like to be kept waiting. I'm so glad you're here. It's been a while since anyone's visited us, and he's been waiting for someone like yourself to arrive. If you wouldn't mind following me, I'll bring you right to him. Excellent. Please, follow me. All will be explained soon.
We welcome you with outstretched arms. Like the Great One himself, we welcome you with outstretched arms.
We are very pleased to see you, outsider. Welcome, outsider. Revel, outsider.
You have no idea how overjoyed I am to see you. Normally, outsiders are forbidden inside Oasis, but he has made an exception. The innocent creatures are drawn here by his gifts. They come from across the wasteland to live in this sanctuary. This part of the world is healing, my friend, and it's all thanks to him. Yes, my apologies. I don't speak to outsiders very often, and I tend to get lost in conversation. As you approached Oasis, he said you were coming, and I was sent out to meet you personally with a request. He wishes to meet with you. You'd be the first outsider to do so in a very long time. Yes, person. To meet him, you must undergo the ceremony of purification. Once that's complete, you'll be able to speak to him. Whenever you're ready, we may begin. It's simple, really. You drink the sap from the basin here in the pavilion. The sap will purify your mind and body of anything harmful that could possibly hurt him. I assure you, nothing harmful will happen to you. Very good. Take your place in front of the basin, and let's begin.
For he has chosen you.
What do you need? Please, drink the sap from the basin. We will now recite the blessing to ward off any harm the outsider may be carrying before he proceeds to the grove.
I beg you depart, agents of destruction, through the power of his divine will.
Leave our homes and bodies immediately. Live no longer in them, but pass over into places where you can harm no one.
In the name of his frondescence, I call his wrath upon you, so that wherever you may go, you bear it with you.
And, diminishing from day to day, you may disappear, except where you serve the health and good purposes of mankind. May no trace of you be found.
All this, may he be so good as to grant us, who is to come to judge the living and the dead, and the world by his verdure.
Amen. Soon, you will pass peacefully into sleep, outsider. And when you awake, you will witness his glory firsthand.
Glad to see you're finally awake. I can't believe they made you do that stupid ceremony. They listen when I talk, but they don't hear. You know what I mean? Neither have I. Well, I talked to Herbert, but he never really says anything back. Do you, Herbert? He kept growing around me. Maybe for calling him Herbert all the time. His name's really Bob. I think it's funny when I call him Herbert, though. You're quite clever. See, Bob used to ride around on top of my head. Sunk his roots right in there, you know? Well, eventually he got bigger than me, and then I pretty much ended up inside. Yes, I do. Or, I guess, we do. Me and Bob, that is. I had you brought in here to ask a very simple favor. Would you please kill me? Completely serious. You'd be doing me a favor. You see, I've been stuck here for over 2 decades now, rooted right into the ground. The only friends I've got are Bob and those weirdos out there who think I'm a god. Now, how exactly am I supposed to do that? I can barely move anymore. Thanks to Bob, I'm obviously not going to be doing anything for a very long time. Oh, no, don't worry about them. When you decide to go down there, I'll have a little chat with Birch and the rest of the gang. They usually don't understand a word I say, but I'll make them come around. How to put this? I've been feeling rather spread out lately. I think Bob's kinda shoved my insides around some. It's hard to tell where everything is, but it's always that way with one's insides, isn't it? Anyway, I believe Bob's carried some of my organs into his root system. I want you to go underground and destroy my heart. Of all the wastelanders I had to bump into, it has to be one with a conscience. Let's keep it an open invitation then. I don't want to wait until the next person visits. It could be years. Just think about it, okay? No. Herbert is the tree. But I'm still in here too. What's left of me? The name's Harold. Look. I've been literally rooted to this spot, thanks to Bob, for maybe 20 or 30 years. I can't even remember anymore. Can you imagine being stuck in one place for that long? Not being able to eat, or to read, or to sleep, or anything? In the meantime, I have these tree minders bothering me every day about things I don't even care about. And I can't stand it anymore! I've tried to stay happy, really, I have. Bloomseer Poplar thinks I'll live for hundreds of years, maybe even more. Can you imagine that? Stuck here for centuries? I can't do it. I just want to be alone. Just me and Bob until the end. When I saw you coming towards Oasis, I thought I felt that you'd understand me. I guess I was wrong. Maybe I'm just losing my mind from all this boredom, but I swear if I try, I can see all around me. Like my eyes are in every leaf, on every tree. I think it's making Bob kinda jealous, 'cause he was the first tree in my life, and all that. It's kinda embarrassing, really. Once a year, Bob decides he's gonna go ahead and start growing these weird pods filled with tiny seeds. Well, all it takes is a good wind and the seeds just fly everywhere. I call them Herbert's seeds. He hates that. The heart would be just fine, and I won't feel a thing. Oh, no, 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 no. Fire would be too... The heart... Yeah, sometimes I feel stuff tickling me. I think the best way for you to get down there would be...
This is wonderful, isn't it?
And I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. Why else would he have called for an outsider's assistance?
The outsider is here to deliver us from our enemies. To keep this place safely locked away from the wasteland, not to exploit us.
How can we preach about peace when all you want to do is keep his gift all to ourselves? That's not what he would want.
If we allow the spread of this miracle to continue, we're putting him in jeopardy. I can't allow that. I won't allow it.
Once again, my husband, we are at an impasse. I suggest we speak to the outsider.
Agreed. Why else would the outsider have been allowed into the grove? Perhaps it's a test. Yes, that must be it. I know why you're here, and despite what my wife thinks, I know you'll do what's best for Oasis. After all, he chose you, and he would never want to put us in harm's way. Oh, he's testing you now, just like he tested us. He wants to see if your faith is strong by spinning these incredible stories. Who else but a god could produce all of this? Don't worry, you'll soon see things as I do. The Great One does tend to speak in riddles, but if that is his way, then so be it. My talks with him have become quite puzzling of late. I think he's beginning to fear his future. The Great One's influence is growing, and soon it will break free of the confines of this secluded vale. We can't allow Oasis to call attention to itself like that. It would be the end of him. If the same sap that you drank to purify yourself could be applied to his heart, it should stop the spread. I can promise you no harm would come to him. That's all I ask of you, outsider. Nothing more, nothing less.
You're a guest among us, and quite welcome, outsider.
I love Birch, but sometimes I think he doesn't see the big picture. The spreading of his influence is not a curse. It's a great miracle, a benefit meant for the entire wasteland. Of course we do. He yearns to share his miracles with the whole world, to give the gift of life back to the dead wasteland. It's upsetting him to no end, but Birch can't see the pain it's causing. But now that you're here, I have a feeling the winds are about to change. I heard what my husband wanted you to do. What I propose is an alternative. The same person that created the sap also created this liniment. If you can reach his heart, it will assist him in making his influence increase. Instead of centuries, the wasteland will become green in mere decades. Just imagine how glorious that would be.
Branch Tender Cypress at your service. Welcome to our little home. Sure. Here you go. Good luck to you. Ah, outsider. So... Actually, you already did some of it. I had to do the ceremony and meet with the Great One. Then Tree Father Birch taught me everything I needed to know about Oasis and how it has to remain a secret. That's why I'm so worried. I just think letting this place spread into the wasteland would be an unwise decision. Go tell her what you want. My opinion is my own. That's one of the founding ideals of the Tree Minders. And being an outsider, I'd expect you not to judge our laws.
our leaders have... You've done a great deed this day, my friend. The gifts the Great One has bestowed upon us will now take mere decades to breach the confines of Oasis instead of centuries. In your short visit here, I can see you've learned much. That's a rare gift in these turbulent times. I believe there are a few tree minders who wish to speak to you before you depart. I think you'll find their appreciation quite rewarding. Good luck in all your journeys, my friend. I hope your time here has opened your heart as well as it opened your eyes.
So, it looks like you decided to do things their way, huh? How come?
So I really want to do both options here, the first and the second.
So, they really need me that badly, huh? Yeah, I guess I never thought of it that way. Awfully selfish of me. Should we give 'em another chance? Herbert? Fine. I mean, Bob. I still think it's funny when I call him Herbert. Okay, let me talk real careful for the slow folks. I was once a man, a long time ago, named Harold. Something in me changed and a weird little tree started growing right out of my head. It kept getting bigger until I ended up stuck inside. When people would ask about it, I decided to name it Bob. You know, like a friend or something. Sometimes I call him Herbert instead of Bob because I get bored and I think it's funny. So, long story short, call me Harold. No, don't get me started on them. I'm liable to talk about them all day. It even drives poor old Bob crazy. They wouldn't listen to me at all. If I told them something simple, then it got done. Otherwise, Birch spent a week looking for a hidden meaning. Plus, he used to just pop in whenever he wanted and started chanting this nonsense. Sometimes I used to just sit there silently just to make him mad. That was fun for a while. Hopefully this will all change now that things are different. Thanks to you. Actually, the kid is the nicest one of all. Use her name. She sneaks in here sometimes and just lets me talk about stuff I wanna talk about. Bob really likes her too, 'cause she makes me happy. Oh, you wouldn't believe how they handle them. They make them drink this gunk that Poplar makes. Sometimes they just go nuts and start running around. And sometimes when they wake up and see me, they run for the hills. I'll tell you, outsiders are almost as entertaining as the tree minders. Now don't get crazy on me and start wearing branches.
We welcome you always with outstretched arms.
What is it, outsider?
What do you want?
Oh, goodness, it's wonderful. Yes, I believe branch tender Linden.
Yes, outsider.
It's amazing that people trust you enough not to attack me.
We welcome you always with outstretched arms. Hiya!
We should be mindful.
I'm very happy to see. I present this to you as thanks. Wear this with pride and bring the message of renewal to all the corners of the wasteland. I picture a place of great sorrow where men are traded for money and treated like Brahmin. Please, I must rest a day's time before...
Hello.
Ah, it's nice to have the pleasure of your... Allow me...
We welcome you always without...
What have you got on your mind? Yes, by all means, let's.
Stretched arms.
I'm concerned about this area.
It's good to see you. Ah, outsider. Back again, I see. Good to see you.
I hope things are going well for you today.
Something. Yes, by all means, let's.
Hey, sir. hope things are going well with you today, sir.
Well, alright, ladies and gentlemen, you know the deal. If you like what you see and you want some more, subscribe to the channel, hit like on the video, share the video, watch it as long as possible. You know, positive engagements to help channel growth. So, see you boy Slasher for Gaming Nice channel. Wishing y'all a good night.